Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rasor County. I know it's been a minute, and I know that we have been gone for a little while, but we are back. I want to fairly the words I want to say is I want to fairly apologize for the last stream, but apologizing sounds like I did something wrong. I was very tired last time I streamed, and the last episode just kind of turned into me building and not really talking, so I apologize. And I also didn't do a very good job because I've spent the last couple days since the last week since the last stream rebuilding a couple things. As you can see, there's some growables popping up right now. I've done some things since the last stream. Not any major streams, but I worked around what I built in the last episode, and I have come up with solutions to our problems, and I've come up with ways to expand on what we already have to finish out the city, or not finish out the city, finish out Sunset Beach in a fairly logical manner, as far as I can try at least. So what we're going to do is, right now, we're going to go over some of the things I changed, and then work from there. So, nothing really drastic has changed with the road layout yet. We'll do some things today, but I'm just referring to things I've done off-stream. The hospital, the high-capacity hospital that was over on this block, and of course you can see growables growing right now, I decided to move it and turn this section into a healthcare center, I guess, as best as I can say, because we needed some of these services over here, and I kind of felt like this was a bad use of this property, was to put a hospital there. So I moved the hospital a little bit closer to the park, and maybe some of these rooms on this side of the building, I'll have to really survive with this. My thought would be that this would be the inpatient wing, and this would be the outpatient. In my mind, I would rather prefer the outpatient wing face the park, because people would be able to see the park from their rooms. But we added this elder care facility, which of course is right next to the hospital, and then this child care facility right next to the hospital. A couple of the other things I'm going to change, and I'm making sure my headset's working because it doesn't sound like it is. Other than that, nothing drastic really has changed. I'm going to check over our city vitals because I've been playing on my sandbox version of this map, so I really don't remember what all the what all of our vitals look like. So things we're going to change and things we're going to finish right now. I am going to finish this grid, and I worked out, remember, if you remember last stream, I was fighting with what I was going to do in this area, because I just didn't know. I didn't know what my plans were. So now I do know. And we will implement that right now. And I realize that I don't have that road guideline on for some reason. There we go. And no one uses this bike path, so we're gonna delete it because none of these people like me for some reason. And what I was if you remember what I tried to do, I tried to make this a roundabout. And it really didn't work. But now, I figured out a way to make it work. So, these are going to come in, and I'm consulting with my, on my second monitor, I have a screenshot of what I did in my creative world. So instead of this road coming in, meeting here, it's going to come in and meet at the end of this roundabout right here. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. So... No. Why is this not cooperating? Excuse me. No. Angle, road guidelines. Oh my god. Fine, I'll work the other way then. How about that? And then... So, the other thing I did was redraw the bike path as part of a road. And I think that's what I did. I don't remember. And then now I'm gonna do that. Hey Chris, how you doing? You're watching me fight with a road. And oh, I realized I did not, whoops, boop, go back to 11 and turn the weather off. All right. Ooh, what do you get at McDonald's? Nom nom food. What I want to do is ignore that road's existence. I'm doing good. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm doing good. So... Nuggies. Nuggies are just the best. It's literally like the only thing. Who needs money or wealth when you have nugs? So there's only nugs. Oh, yes. No, I deleted my power line. That's not what I wanted to do. God, that was loud. Good lord. Do. I know, right? It's just like in the Fallout universe where we have bottle caps. In our universe, we'll just have we'll just have McDonald's nuggets. That's all I need. That's all I need. Is that straight? It's about as straight as I am. That's horrible. Why does it look like that? No. Middle. Thank you. and make this 90 degrees, best as I can at least. So what I want to do is a couple things. I want to delete these houses because they're too close to this thing. I also want to do something that is extremely realistic and extremely within the bounds of reality, is pick this up and move it elsewhere. I'm going to pick this up and temporarily I'm just going to shove it right here, and I'm going to give them a I'm going to give them a road to turn around on. There we go. That's all. Or actually, something more logical. Let's just put it there. So that is gone now. So the giant polluting destructive is gone. And I'm going to set this up as a priority roundabout. Robux. And then where'd my bike lane road go? I can't believe it. In my mind, I cannot remember that the bike lane roads were part of After Dark. I just felt like they were always part of the game, and it confused me the other day when I looked at the bike lane road and I went, wait a minute, that wasn't part of the base game? But apparently it's not. And I'm gonna replace these two. Replace this by just a normal road. Why is that a bridge? Whom decided that? What contractor decided that was a good idea? Look forward in the somewhat near future. I air quote somewhat near future. I will be getting a no. The bike lane road After Dark DLC, the bike lane road and the bike path, like the bike itself path, is After Dark. I think the bike lane, no, this was After Dark too. So the 4-lane road with bicycle lanes and the 4-lane road with bus lanes are both After Dark. That was so long ago. After Dark is the DLC that added the day-night cycle. that was so long ago. But it's existed for so long now that it just feels like it's part of the game. So this is not I was gonna go on a rant about that, but I decided it wasn't worth it. Is that bad? So I'm doing, what was it? 20U. 20U. And then I'm not doing this right. Why am I doing it? I am doing this right. Fairly, at least. And then... So, what I'm trying to make is... I'm trying to make the grid work with a reconfiguration of roads in the future. So, if you imagine Sunset Beach in the past, what I explained the stream before last one, because again, last stream I just kind of was asleep the whole time. What I explained was that Sunset Beach over here compared to Aspen. So Aspen is a NIMBY community, very against new projects and change and system or societal change. But Sunset Beach, since it has the university, is a YIMBY community. So it's yes in my backyard. So Sunset Beach is very on board with redeveloping and allowing gentrification, whether and being the good and bad parts of gentrification, and redeveloping the city into a more pedestrian, transit-oriented city. So in the past, when this was a historical grid that it used to have been, this was never this level of traffic configuration was never part of the city. But now that it is, I'm trying to make it work within the grid. So if you can vaguely think, if you can vaguely try to imagine that this used to be a normal grid and they worked these traffic improvements into the normal or into the grid. So these roads just missing each other, and then this roundabout and all of that was not originally here. It was just a normal grid, and these roads connected, and these roads connected. So that would have been in the past, in the far distant past. But again, Sunset Beach is a YIMBY community, so they're entirely on board with if it's good for the public and if the public wants it. And again, thinking that these are college students, of course they would want public transit and access to quality shopping and stuff like that. You would imagine that this would be very easily passed through the city council. And I'm going to delete that power line because it's in my way. The last road I'm going to put there. So this continues our bike trail. This continues our bike trail from our bike highway over here, goes under the highway, crosses over, and now it forks. So this is not the official path of the bike trail. So this one will go this way, and then in the middle of this block, go all the way to the university. This side snakes around along the water, through this little downtown area, and then cuts a left and a right. So it forks twice. It forks here, and then it'll fork over here. And that's what we'll... Just to show you while I'm talking about it, this is going to be a bike path corridor right here. There we go. And I have a special transit project in the future that I want to save this block for. So I am not going to put anything right here because that will be used in the future. As much as I want to continue to carry on the tradition of believing that we are real, as much as I want to, in this case, continue on the thought that we are acting as the municipality, in that case, I just don't want to have to fight with City Skylines later to build that. So for me, I'm just not going to do it. But in the real world, if we're thinking about how this would have happened in the real world, this would have been, again, previously developed as an old grid, and then later torn apart and redone to promote this new development. And I feel like I need to put that right there. So it now exists in that spot. And then these roads... Whoa, that was weird. These roads I'm going to connect to here, and I'm gonna save my curve because that's like one of the things that I do the most. What do we want to do? No. No, no. Why? Why are you doing that? You know what? No. Ugh. There. Fine. Be like that. This road, I don't think I'm going to finish this block. What I will do, however, is put a path. Why is it 3 high? I'll put a path right here in lieu of where this road would have been. Not for these cars. These cars will go away. Yeah, that's my my thought right there. This plot I don't entirely have a plan for, but this will be developed as part of this project. So what I mentioned earlier. So as kind of an eyesore as it is, I'm not going to touch... this will go away, but I'm not going to touch this. It's a ghost. Ghost of industry past. Ooh. It's the Halloween special, baby. So, yeah, for right now, at least, I just don't want to touch that because... Yes, I can go out of my way to zone stuff there and build something nice and then later create the story that we've eminent domained it and all of that. But to be honest, I don't want to do work to do something like that and then tear it down 2 episodes from now, so I'm not going to bother with doing that. However, the rest of this, we need power. And that is something that I need to take care of. But I am first going to carry our water pipes. Our poop pipes, if you will. And they need them over here, too. Okay. Power, I think for now, ugly temporary power line that definitely isn't breaking the laws of physics, I guess. Oh, why don't I just take it back here and just do that? There you go. Yeah, you don't have any power, and now you do have power. Cool. Now my transit, my cars will be kind of broken here for a minute or two, but we'll go headstrong with this and deal with the repercussions. I want all of this to be residential. Maybe closer to downtown, the center of the... Whoa, nope, path. Just realized that. So maybe near the center we'll have these be commercial, getting closer to downtown. But the rest of this... No, not that. The rest of this I want to be low density. Residential. That I think I can make a park, so I'm going to pause the brakes on that one real quick. This is definitely commercial, and then residential for the rest of it. Slow down. We don't need to be running on 3. We can run on 2. I think they're realizing that this might be a faster path. I just realized that. I think, yeah, I really think that they're realizing that this is the easiest way to get over here. which is definitely interesting. That wasn't on my original docket, but we'll keep going, I guess. This is all filling in. We're meeting some of our demands. As this is happening, we still have a ton of tourists coming in. We really need to get public transit up and working. That'll be something we're gonna deal with when Sunset Beach actually gets a little bit bigger. What I am gonna do is I'm going to actually touch our, if I put my road guidelines on, I'm actually going to touch our the beach of Sunset Beach. So if I bring this down one more, would that be, like, would that line up, like, perfect? Hold on. You, go away. Oh, almost perfect. Hold on. If I do this and then, haha. So this all I want to bring up to the same height as that. Oh, oh, terrain. Connect these down. Oh, good lord. Oh, it's terrible. Why don't I just make these to terrain height? There we go, because it's sloping down to the beach. That makes more sense. Randomly, I've decided that this should be a pedestrian road, because that just makes sense to me, that this final bit onto the beach should be a pedestrian road. Good lord, this is... I need to take care of this. Hold on. I need to take care of this. What happened to this road? What have I created? And then this, again, with the thought of this being a regridded city, you would find a lot of intersections like this that just barely miss each other because they would have redone this intersection when this road was turned into a 4-lane and it was plowed through for the light rail. So this no longer is a through connection for the street. And we seem to have a lot of people taking this road, which is not really at all what I wanted to happen, but that seems to be what is happening. Well, I was trying to say something, like, how long have I been recording? A half an hour ago. I just never said it. Keep a lookout for me, because I may or may not be getting an upgrade for... Whoa! Oh my god! Imagine taking this corner on a bike. Imagine going down this right here and getting to the bottom of this. This is a hill. So getting to the bottom of this hill and going, what? And your legs go this way and your body goes this way. So you just literally get torn in half. Good lord. What I was trying to say is look out for, the possibility of my audio gear getting an upgrade. So I might have a new mic here in a little bit. Depending on how... Because right now I'm just using the mic on my HS80. I love Corsair. Hashtag not an ad. Wish it was. But I'm just using the mic on my... So, I don't know about 3D. It's definitely going to be, like, better other than mono. Because this is just mono channel. But, that will have... I really don't like that. I just realized. What if I do this instead? No, I hate that too. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. I might get an actual mic. I mean, that works. Whatever. So, yay! The cheers of no one who watches. Except Chris. I love you, Chris. Only one who watches my stream. Okay. That is not my department. That is entirely Kawai's department. That is not me. I do not play shooters. Not my department. I played GTA GTA. I played Call of Duty 1 and 2 about 1 million years ago when they came out. And I have not played them since. It's just I've never really gotten back into shooters as much as Kawai is still in love with them. So, not my cup of tea. I might watch her play the campaign. That might be something that I am present for, at least. But yeah, I don't like multiplayer. I don't like playing with other people. I don't like other people because I'm competitive is not the right word because I'm not competitive, but I'm a bad loser because I like winning. So because I'm terrible at games like that, I lose all the time, so I get angry. So I don't like playing games with other people that can mess up me having fun, if that makes sense. Because I stream me playing City Skylines because I love this game and I want to show to people who potentially may want to play this game or haven't played this game or haven't played the game other than playing very City Skylines like you know, back in 2015 when this came out, everyone's cities look very unrealistic and bad. Like if that's the only way you played City Skylines, that's why I want to make content like this so that if people can learn that you don't need to have 8,000 mods to make a good looking city. I mean, yeah, I have Move It, and Network Multi-Tool, but other than that, I really don't. It's just proper planning. But if I wasn't streaming this and listening to some funky music in the background, I would just be vibing in my own little world. It's just like when you're playing something and you turn your brain off. Like, that's what I do with this. Like, when I'm playing this, if I'm not streaming, I'm in complete silence in the real world. I mean, I'm obviously listening to stuff, but I'm in complete silence in my own little world just playing this. And someone, I forgot who... I've gone on a tangent. I'm sorry, Chris. You brought up a tangent. I don't know who said this. I forgot who it was. So don't quote me and think I know where I found the quote from. I'm plagiarizing without knowing what the source is. Haha, screw you, APA. Someone said that it's like... I don't know if they called it the model train syndrome or something like that, but it's like a model train set. Yes, the end product of a model train set is amazing, but you get so much enjoyment in the build process. It's the building of a model train set that gives you the enjoyment and the satisfaction of, look at what I've done, rather than just having the end product. Like, if you just bought a model train set, you wouldn't have a, like, I made this. Like, that's what the satisfaction I get out of this is a functioning, realistic, believable city that I have created myself by hand. That is the satisfaction I get out of playing this game. And I don't get satisfaction like that out of playing shooter games, because to me, all you're doing is killing other 15-year-old players who are screaming at you, and then the match ends, and then you just start over again. Like, there's no build up. I mean, yes, you can follow camo trees and you can unlock stuff, and you can go on and on about that, but I don't get any satisfaction out of games like that. I don't. They're the little person inside of me does not feel serotonin by playing games like that, especially multiplayer games. I would love to get back into GTA Online, but people, the multiplayers, the other people... Yeah, the campaigns are really nice. The campaigns of COD are always really nice. I loved Call of Duty 2 campaign. I very much kind of remember Call of Duty 1's campaign. But yeah, I just really don't get satisfaction out of playing multiplayer games. It's just I don't get how she can play. I've told her this. I'm like, I don't understand how you can play this for like 8 hours, and she says the same thing about me in City Skylines. So it's a mutual misunderstanding. But yeah, that's my rant over. What I want to do is something. I don't know. I want to make one-way roads, but I want to make them in a logical direction. Oh, I need a drink after that rant. This isn't Mouthwash Mondays. Why am I getting into the ranting mood? Anyway. So what I'm doing, it's not what I wanted. What I'm doing here is making these roads one way to try and attempt to make some semblance of no. Huh? Wait, they did what? Did they actually do that? Because if so, then that undermines every one of my conspiracy theories that I have about Rockstar and 2K and everything. Did they really do that? Like, you can do everything in solo now? Because I remember, like, the gun running and the warehouse stuff, if you didn't have anyone else in lobby, it would be like, you cannot do this in a solo lobby. Please join GTA Online to play or to export your goods or something like that. Did they actually, like, wow, that's kind of shocking. Huh. Okay. Yeah, the heists, that makes sense that they would still make people play for the heists. Huh. Interesting. Intriguing. Okay. Odd. What am I doing? No, why am I up? Why am I down 2? Huh. Okay. Oh, Lord. What did I just do? Auto emojis. They're coming for you, that's why. They know. Again, I'm copying my homework from my other monitor. So if you see me pause and figure out what I'm doing with my life, that's what I'm doing, is I'm looking at my other monitor. Oh, why did I do that? So this I want to be there. Yeah. Okay, I'm intrigued. You've piqued my interest. I might go back to playing me a little GTA Online. Kawhi and I were playing it for a while. We had she never had GTA Online on her PC, so I got it for her, and we started doing, I think that was this year. We started playing again, and I was very, it was nostalgic to come back to it after all these years, at least, having not played it in so long. People are not enough educated workers. What? I do not understand. I don't know why. I don't know what caused this. So, I'm angry, to say the least. I don't know what caused that. I don't care. I'll probably just put a school or something here. How about that? If I just move this here, so I don't have to look at it. There we go. I'll never have to look at it again. How are you complaining about the police? There's a police station right here. Go away. There's 40 police cars in this police station. Why? What I want to do... Oh. Yeah, I saw the Halloween update thing on Steam when I opened it up just now to play City Skylines. But I didn't actually read it. I didn't know what it was. That's interesting. I love it. I mean, it's a good game. It's held up after all these years. I'm excited about the next one. I'm looking forward to it, to say the least. And hopefully it's gonna be good. Where is everyone going? Everyone's going to the ferry terminal. From where, though? All over the damn city. Okay. Great. So, I think what I want to do, just to help myself, create a new line, pick up some people along the way, I think I might have to play that. Or I might have to jump back in. I'm going to do that and then come all the way back. Why would I want to do that? So my one issue with grids is that they decide that it's better to zigzag rather than do like the whole grid. I don't understand that. Oh, you don't. Whoops. Hold on. Thank you. If this is your... I know. It doesn't... you would think logically it would make more sense if you're going from this point... or behind my head. If you're going from this point to this point, it would make sense to do one turn. But the AI decides it makes 1, 2, 3 turns. Yes, technically it's faster, but you're slowing down to turn. I just don't understand. So if this is your first time on the stream, or if this is your first time watching Rasor County at least, this is Aspen. So the city of Aspen, historic community, definitely a lot older, kind of a newer development right here. This is more of like a town center TOD development. Very pedestrian. This is my first pedestrian area, actually. And we're in Rasor County, so that's the municipality that governs this whole bay is Rasor County. And then we're working on right now is Sunset Beach. And Sunset Beach is this whole area, and then eventually a university that I'll build over here. that I am still fighting with in my sandbox version of this city. I cannot find something that looks nice, and everything I try looks ugly, so I'm still fighting with that. And then a nature preserve right here. I've said this before, I say the words national park because in my mind in the US, national parks are usually giant areas of nature preserved by the National Park Association. So when I say national park, in terms of city skylines, I mean a nature preserve, not. I know that national park is not actually a thing that's in the game, but I would like it to be. And I'm going to fix this intersection because it looks a little ugly. So I think I want to continue. No. I want to continue some suburban growth. We are so close to our next milestone. And the next milestone, we get nuclear power plants, which I am very, very much looking forward to because that'll pretty much be the end of my power woes. And also, despite what you may think and despite what you may believe, why is this road so far away? Did I do that on purpose? I don't think I did that on purpose. If I did that on purpose, I didn't mean to. Despite what you might think, nuclear power plants are actually very, very, very good for the environment. I would love that. I really, really like that because the regular national, or the regular other, what? This one. The regular nature preserve doesn't have anything like that. It's all just rocks and cabins and campsites and lookout towers. The zoo has stuff. So the zoo has... Hold on, where are the exhibits? Moose and reindeer, birdhouse, antelope, bison, insect, flamingos. Hey, my people. Elephants, sea life, giraffe, monkey, rhino. Are there wolves? Lion? Those are lions. But yeah, I wish there was like an actual, like, national park that you could do, because that's my thought with this area. I want to make this part of the mountain range like a real national park. And my thought is from the university, which I'm going to be claiming that it's an environmental university, like an environmental study university. I want to have something like the Blue Ridge Parkway, which cuts through the Blue Ridge Mountains. I want to have a little 2-lane road kind of cut up through here and be a really scenic little road. So, well, that'll be way in the future. But yeah, that's my plan for this mountains over here. This side, there's not much mountain to look at. I mean, there's this, but it's kind of a little too hilly to do anything on. And this one, maybe this is definitely size, but I don't think I would be able to do a lot with this. You mean this one? This area? Yeah, because it really does look like it's already a national park. Oh Lord, the Illuminati's here. But yeah, I really, really want to turn this into a giant national park. And again, I want to use the little 2-lane highway, and make a little winding mountain road that cuts up through here and winds through all this, and there's a rest stop and scenic overlook and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my plan for this area, and that's why I want this to be a environmentally conscious university. So it's something I think is it the liberal arts? Yeah, School of Environmental Studies. So yeah, we'll be building the liberal arts college, so we can have the School of Education, Environmental Studies, and Economics. So those will be stuff we'll put over here. Yeah. Oh, I already watered. I'm smart. I already watered this. Okay. How close are we? 36. Come on. 36. We're so close. 36,000. We're almost there. I can do it. I can fill this in enough to get us to 36,000. I do need some I need some regular education. I actually don't think I need that much education. Yeah, we seem to be fairly well with education right now. I do want to throw a regular-ass park in here, though. Just for land value. Whoa. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I have. Kawhi is the one who informed me of this idea. I never really even thought about it before, but Kawhi informed me of this, and I am now so into this idea. So the story goes supposedly, or not supposedly, but the story goes, and this is better told, but this is all Kawaii. This is not me. She told me that in, I think it was a science class, the teacher asked the class how to solve the massive amounts of human waste, not human waste, but garbage that the human race has created on the planet. And everyone came up with a bunch of ideas, yada yada. First of all, the best way to get rid of garbage is incinerating it, because incinerating it creates a shit ton of electricity. It is extremely efficient. It creates very little byproducts. The ash that you collect at the end can be used to create fill for construction, or not. It's not really good at supporting weight, but it's good for like filling landfills and stuff. But the only thing, if you look at an a garbage incinerator, the only thing coming out of the smokestacks is water. That's literally the only thing coming out, because all it's doing is heating up water and turning a generator. But everyone said all these different ideas, and she mentioned, why don't we just send all of our garbage to the sun? And apparently everyone in the class thought she was an absolute moron. But despite what stupid people may think, that is actually one of the best ways that we can get rid of our garbage. Because obviously, if you think about it for more than 2 femtoseconds, the sun literally could care less how much garbage we put into it. The entire Earth itself could crash into the sun, and the sun wouldn't even bat an eye. At all. So, launching a couple of rockets full of our own garbage directly into the sun is one of the best ways to get rid of it. Now, yes, right now rockets are expensive, and yes, there is the possibility that the garbage goes careening past the sun and then is now just a piece of space debris. But again, think of how big think of how big the universe is and how little a single rocket full of garbage is. So I would love to do that. I would love to be make a new SpaceX, but instead the entire point is to make the physically most cheapest rockets possible and just launch one-way rockets directly into the sun. Because again, the sun has so much energy. I know, right? Ugh, it'd come over and just come straight over here and go, "What are you doing?" And then we'd all burn to a crisp. Yeah, the sun literally could care less. There is so much energy contained in the sun that that a rocket full of garbage wouldn't even get anywhere near the sun. It would incinerate before it even gets close to it. So I just find people who think that that's an outrageous idea as hilarious. I just find that so funny that there's real human beings that thought, no, that's a stupid idea. Why would we do that? That's not a good idea. It's so funny. Yeah, there's a lot of ways that we can fix our little universe, but unfortunately, it's all about money. And there's too much of it and not enough of it at the same time, which is a weird dichotomy, but it's the way it is. I certainly don't have any of it. I can barely afford to pay my bills. Ugh. I need a nap. I'm going to continue filling this in. My thought is, I just had this thought, you would expect a lot of businesses to grow up on this bike corridor, because you can think of how many people are going to be traveling up and down here every day to get to the university and back. So there would be a very big desire to have some commercial on here. Not a ton, obviously not an insane amount, but it would still be an amount. How many people are on this bus? 30 people. Good lord. How many people are using this bus line? Oh my god, a ton. 300 people are at this. 300 people are at this bus stop. 400 people are standing at this. How are 400 people standing here? Oh my god, I'm gonna use the bendy buses. Those at least have a little bit more capacity than those. Oh my god. Good lord. 30 people. Good lord. Where's my bus depot? Oh, it's over here. Why is this bus depot so far away? Sunset line, I'm gonna make it orange. Do I already have an orange bus line? I think I do. I might? Oh, I do. Shit. What other color's sunsetty? Red. Do I already have a red? I already have a red. God damn it. Yellow. Oh, yeah. Can I make it a darker yellow? It's just brown. Make it a bright. Yeah, there we go. Sunset line. It's terrible. Oh my god, look how many people are right... Yo. Traffic. Yeah. I know. I mean, there's so much stuff. I mean, yes, you can argue that public schools don't have the time to teach you everything that there is to know, but there is a lot of important stuff that is left out. And I also feel that I like looking into why someone is delusional. So I like looking into the background of what brought someone to have outrageous beliefs. So flat earthers are one of those groups of people that have insane beliefs. They disbelieve in established science because they want to feel different and they want to feel like they're their own special. They're truth seekers. They're their own special people. But the truth is that I think that from a young age, they were not taught science in the best way. They were probably taught science in a very difficult to master way. So in the future, when they were not retold the basis of science, of the education of science, they thought they just created their own science because they didn't understand what they were originally taught. So they came up with their own explanations for things. That's most people, but other flat earthers just want to feel different. They just want to believe something that makes them special. So, as sucky as that is the way that it is sometimes. Oh, from The Onion. I think I know exactly. I'm fairly certain I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that's an Onion news article. I love The Onion. Fucking love The Onion. I'm trying to figure out what to put right here. I don't know what to put right here. I could put like a park here, but it just seems like a cop out. Do I have any? Yes. Oh. I'm sitting back in my chair with my arms in the air. Finally. This is like the one that I care about. Everything else, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I have people in my life that do that too. All the other unlocks from here. Airport, I'm not in a... And especially, this is not the nice airport. These are the old vanilla airport assets. And then this is the big airport. So, yep, this is pretty much the last milestone that I care about getting. Because I don't really unlock anything else from here. I think... Yeah, this is... I've already unlocked everything. Okay. I have to pull up my... I did not save it. Hold on. Whoopsie daisy. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. So... I already named this. I pre-named the Aspen Power Plant because I already knew I wanted to put it here. I want to put 2 nuclear power plants down. Where are they? There they are. And, oh, it's such a relief to place this down. The difference with these is that they need a lot of water. And I'm putting these here because these look good. These look really good. They look like they're part of the same complex. So this is my power plants. What I want to do is I want to $720. What? Oh lord, we're going back to Fallout times where everyone has a fucking nuclear reactor in their car. They said the atom punk age was over. What I want to do is use my smarts to my ability. Yeah. No. And no, I actually had never... I didn't hear about that. That's actually really cool. What I want to do is, one, delete trees. Because it doesn't make sense to have trees around this. I'm going to put water pumps inside of these. No, I'm gonna put them on the edges. And this will also solve some of my water issues. I know that there's a giant project going on right now to build a giant fusion reactor. I know that. I think that's in France. I think. But it's like a huge project with like a ton of different countries working on it. Okay. Now let's watch my power availability. So right now I have electricity production of 677 and we're using 511. So let's turn these on and let's see how much power I get. So 2,000. What am I using? A fourth of how much power I'm actually making? Oh, yes. I'm so glad I have nuclear power now. It's a relief. It's a relief, to say the least. 480. 480. Shoreline required. It's right there! Ugh. You're gonna make me whip out the terraforming tools. There we go. Yay. I'm so glad I have nuclear power. Hey, thank you for following. You've come at a good time. I now have nuclear power. So this was my design. all along for this power plant. It fits perfectly on this little edge. It gives us some water, which we desperately need. We really, really needed some water, because we've been very heavily relying on water towers at this point. So I'm glad I can actually do this. Oop. That was one of the water towers I didn't like. So yeah, so now we don't have to rely on water towers too much. This is the first of a handful of nuclear power plants in the region. It depends on how much electricity we need. We may need more in the future. Eventually, I'm not just going to throw power lines across here, because that's dumb and that's not how the world works. So eventually the power will go all the way around, so it'll come all the way around here. And we might have to put a couple more power plants. My theory is another one's going to be right here somewhere, and then another one's probably going to be around here or up here. Yeah, the water pumps right next to the you know the nuclear power plants. Good, yeah. Although in theory, most nuclear power plants in the real world are built on the water because they need to cycle. Is it salt water? I think it is actually, or it might not be salt water, but they need to cycle water through to cool the reactor, but also to run through the turbine, the generator. Because despite what like 10-year-old me thought, nuclear power plants don't work off collecting like free ions that radiate from the uranium. I mean, I honestly thought that that's how nuclear power plants worked when I was young, that like it was just some uranium sitting just like somewhere and it was just collecting electricity somehow. But really what's happening is the uranium is decaying, and that decaying is releasing energy, and that energy is used to heat water, and that water is turned to steam, and then that steam is used to run a turbine. So pretty much all power plants in ever are really steam power plants. Coal, garbage incinerators, natural gas, geothermal, oil, hydroelectric, everything pretty much is, or not really hydroelectric, but everything is pretty much a steam turbine power plant. It's just different on how the power is generated. And what I can do is I can finally delete these coal power plants. Yes, steam does make the world go round, honestly. After all this time, those steam power plants were built when the city was founded, and we've finally been able to delete them. And I think... Is there a stoplight here? Yes, there is. Why is there a stoplight here? Yield. I was thinking, oh, I can delete these two. Yep, I can delete those. Yay. Now, I would love to have someone come up with a name for a power company that I can use for this city, for Rasor County. Um, to be honest, I could just, just call it Rasor County Municipal Power, but I want to be a little bit more original than that. So let me know. Let me know in the future if you come up with a name.